Hi guys, today I'm going to talk to you about a wonderful tool for your homeschool. It's the Frixion pen by Pilot. Let me see if I can get this to show up. There we go. Frixion pen by Pilot. This is an erasable pen, and unlike those old-fashioned erasable pens that you and I grew up with that would like smear all over your hand and make a mess, this pen works with Frixion. It has a hard eraser on the back, and instead of a rubber eraser that makes a mess, and when you rub out the words, they disappear just like magic. So at the beginning of the year, I bought my 5th grader a pack of these pens, this 3-pack, and he's still using them. I think maybe the blue one is running out of ink. But I paid maybe $4 for these pens. I wanted him to get used to the idea of using ink for his written work, but without the stress of worrying about not being able to erase something. Interestingly, as the year has gone on, he very rarely actually erases anything, but knowing that he can is a good thing for him. So these are a great tool to have just if you want to transition your kids to using ink on their schoolwork. But today I want to talk about how it can actually save you money. Okay, so one of the programs that I was using with my child this year is this book, and when I got it, I wasn't really sure if it was going to be a good fit for him, and as it turned out, after about the first unit, actually, before we even finished the first unit, he and I both decided, you know what, this really isn't quite where I'm at in English. It's not really a good fit for me, and not good fit for him, and so we put it aside. So I have this hefty book that, you know, has only had one unit and like the first couple of pages of the second unit used in it, and not even every page has been used. Like a lot of the work we did orally, so there's maybe, you know, a couple dozen pages overall that he actually wrote on, and it's an expensive book. So as a homeschooler who has a limited income and who has 4 children to educate, it would be a shame for me to not be able to do something with this book just because my child wrote a couple dozen pages. You can see how thick it is. It's like a 500-page book. A younger child wouldn't be able to use it because it's written in. But guess what? With the Frixion pen, that all changes. So the Frixion pen works with friction, or rather with heat. It's the heat, the chemicals in the ink react to heat, and that's what makes the ink disappear. Now it's worth noting that it doesn't actually disappear. It's still there on the page, you just can't see it. So if you erase a Frixion pen and then expose it to extreme cold temperatures, like if you put it in your freezer or something, or if you have like -10 or lower degrees outside where you live, the ink could reappear. But for my purposes, this is good enough because we don't have extreme temperatures here, and hopefully my kids aren't going to put their books in the freezer. But if I have to use this tiny eraser to erase all of these pages, even if it's just a couple of pages, that's going to take me forever. So I thought, well, it works with heat. What if I could iron the pages? Would that work just as well? And I tried it, and I was completely amazed by the results. So amazed that I wanted to show you. So these are 2 full pages that my son wrote on. You can see he developed a character called Sir Arthur McStabby-Stab, which is totally in character for him. And I've set my iron to its lowest setting. So let's see what happens when I expose these pages to heat. Ta-da! All gone. You can see how fast that happened. Like, really, really fast. In fact, I want to show you, look at this. The heat went through the pages and actually started erasing like several pages back here. Okay? So, that's it for my reason why you should have Frixion pens in your homeschool.